Good Monday. I'm Maleah. Welcome to Monday Morning Jolt. Let's get started.
Today with us here is very cool Andrea, right? And Andrea sometimes looks like, she's like normal, but she's very entertaining, right? So I would suggest if you see this to get to know her better.
Thank you.
And then what she does is craft work, right?
Yes.
And what kind of crafts do you do?
I do mostly sewing. I usually tend to stick with just sewn art, usually go into bags, purses, things like that.
And then you also have this really cool event at the Founders.
Correct.
Okay. What is this event?
It's called Craft Night, and what we do there is we always have just a bunch of different people creating, working on their projects that they have, making different art or things like that. Usually I get done stuff that I've been putting off for week after week. But yeah, so in between, we had a wood whittler one time, knitting, spinning wool, paper crafting.
Yeah, and the word is like, we're not going to mention her competition. I hear that hers is much more cooler than the other people who are doing these crafts nights or whatever, right? I'm sure you agree.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
And it's the people there that make it cool, so you should be there too.
Yeah, I will.
It wouldn't be cool anymore.
Yeah,
the cool would go down.
It'll be hot, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Why are Mondays great for you?
Well, Mondays are great because one, craft night is on the last Monday of the month. So 6 to 9, that's when we have our craft night. I forgot to mention earlier. But Mondays are great for me because they're my Friday of my week. And they
really?
Yeah. So usually my deadlines fall for my other work that I do, it falls on Mondays. And then so I'm able to have, that's my get it done, I feel accomplished for the week. Which is a little unusual, but
yeah, it is.
That's half the fun of being self-employed and doing your own thing.
So what do you do to kickstart your Monday? Finish your work or?
Yeah, Thursday I pretty much have my list made up of everything that I have to get out, get done, knock it all out. And that's usually how I'll kickstart my Monday.
Thursday?
On Sunday night.
Sunday night.
I'll kickstart my Monday on Sunday night, get a good night's sleep, and then wake up, knock it out. I'm not a big person where I have a schedule necessarily, but I just okay, it's time to get up, time to go.
Yeah.
Usually my husband has to
nudge you.
Yeah, like okay, it's time to get up.
So, what advice can you give others who are in business, especially in your industry?
Well, it's definitely important, especially with design, because I end up talking to a lot of people who want to get into design, whether it's purses, clothing, is that you need to know a little broader aspect of what you're working on. Is that, because you can design something and you can think it's awesome and have the production all in line, and then when somebody's going to start sewing it, it's like, oh, you mean it's going to cost this much money, I'm going to have to do this much, and it's to have a more well-balanced understanding of the entire
industry
as a whole. Really, I find helps me as I'm learning more and more every day. But
do you have an adage by which you live your life by?
Pretty much, it's go big or go home.
Really?
Awesome.
I was going to say, is that Monday nights are fun? Last Monday of the month.
Last Monday of the month. Go big or go home at Craft Night. But really, I can't say that's what my life ends up looking like. But I find myself saying that a lot. And it really works out for me. I just go big or go home, make it happen, Captain.
So if you were to have a superpower, what would that be?
Oh, I've actually thought about this recently. Really? So you didn't catch me off guard too much.
It's funny on that one.
I want to be She-Hulk. If I ever had the chance.
She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
So I
mean Hulk. Yeah, well, green. I mean color. It's fun. But but really, you get to go up on the buildings and you smash the whole building down.
How cool is that?
That's very cool.
Very cool. And then you get to build it back.
And then you get to yeah. Super strength.
Can you tell us something about you that would surprise people who think they know you?
Well, a lot.
I'll tell you. I didn't really pin you for the craft or sewing when you walked in.
Really?
When he said crafty, I don't know, with the color hair, the tattoos, I was thinking something in that line of work. But, yeah, share something.
Well, I find, because a lot of times I keep kind of buttoned up a little bit more.
Me too.
That people don't realize I have tattoos. And
really?
I have
Even
tattoos
on your foot.
down
I was gonna say, I noticed right away when you came in.
here, feet.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of tattoos,
Yeah.
but really, a lot of people are very surprised that I sew, and that's my job. I'm self-employed. I do production sewing work for most of the time, but that I sew. Nobody sews anymore. So yeah,
No, that's why I really didn't think that when you came walking in.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
It is. It would be. It was for me.
So, how do people get hold of you?
Mostly right now through Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Working on developing websites,
Yeah.
etc. But Facebook.com/Threaded City.
Threaded City?
Threaded City. That's
Okay.
my company name,
Mm-hmm.
And I like to keep that my professional appearance.
Yeah. Do you have like a Twitter or Twitter?
Do you know Cupcakes and Company?
Mm-hmm.
Anita.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna, if she ever watches this, she's gonna yell at me about it. I'm awful about Twitter. I do have a
Oh.
Twitter,
Uh-huh.
Threaded City, like the
Threaded
thread.
City, but she wants to be She-Hulk and break the city.
Yeah.
So she can sew it back.
Yeah, it's all a mending process.
So, we would like to thank Andrea for coming and joining us today.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we would like to thank you for tuning in. We are recording at LaSalle Bed and Breakfast, downtown Fort Wayne. And this is Monday Morning Jolt. Use it.